Okay, so for me, it was about when I was interviewing with Schlumberger to get the job as a field engineer. We had a second interview process where instead of going to an office space, we actually went to where the jobs were. So for me, it was offshore in the Gulf of Mexico, about 100 miles offshore. And I was on an oil rig and was sent out to follow the field engineer from the start to completion of the job. This normally takes 2 or 3 days. And we ran into some problems on the job, so it went much longer. After 8 days of being offshore, observing what the engineer did, his boss called out and asked, "Is the candidate still on location?" He said, "Of course. You told me not to send him in until we were completed with the job. I still have days to go." So the boss wanted to speak to me. I got on the phone. He apologized and said, "Look, it wasn't supposed to go this long. It's usually much, much shorter. You can come in at any time." Well, at the time I was finished school. I didn't have anything to go to, so I asked if I could stay, and he said, "Sure, no problem." So I stayed out a total of 14 days on the second interview. Toward the end, the manager called out to the engineer to make sure that everything was going okay and said, "By the way, don't tell the candidate, but we're going to hire him." As soon as he hung up, the engineer said, "Hey, we're not supposed to tell you, but you have the job." It was a long experience. It was unusual, but I really was able to assess and determine this was the right fit for me. It was the right company for me, and 24 years later, I'm still with Schlumberger and enjoying every minute of it.